Hey, guten Morgen. I can still just barely say that because it is almost 10 till noon, so it's technically still morning. Day 55, Monday. And I am just started. I'm back on trail. Twig, the caretaker for Holy Family Hostel, just dropped me off. Super nice guy. Really enjoyed that hostel. Enjoyed staying there. Just a perfect kind of what you would expect from a hostel. You know, the rusticness, the old timbers, the history. It's a great little town. So yeah, Pearisburg. Would like to come back one day. Oh, you notice I'm wearing my hat again. I think I mentioned in a previous video that when I was really nauseous that first night last Tuesday, I was so out of it. I left it in the shelter that was just before Lick Skillet Hostel, and well, it ends up a hiking buddy of mine, a trail named Pissbag. You've seen him in a couple of videos. He found it, recognized it as mine, was carrying it for several days, well, almost a week. And I finally got it from him yesterday. We rendezvoused. He was at a different hostel here in this town. So I drove out to this same trailhead yesterday. He was getting back on trail yesterday, and he gave me my hat back. So I was kind of glad to get that back. But I mean, it's not any great treasure, but it's lightweight and perfect for what I'm using it for. Another trail friend named Pickles is shipping. See, today's a holiday. It's Monday, but it's a holiday, Memorial Day. So post office is closed. But Pickles is staying here until tomorrow. Well, she's actually here in town waiting for a package to be delivered. But she's going to send out a package back home, actually to Keegan. So I'm sending back the running pants, jogging pants that I've been using as sleepwear, cold weather sleepwear, and what else? Sending back an outdoor research Gore-Tex jacket that was in the hiker box that fits me. I thought about taking, but it's just too heavy, and no one's going to want it because of that weight. But it's a super nice jacket and fits me well. So this is kind of maybe poor form, but I'm taking it because it's an expensive jacket. So I'm just shipping that back to me. And my chaps, Gore-Tex chaps, homemade Gore-Tex chaps. I don't think it's going to be cold enough for me to wear chaps if it's raining. So, you know, I swapped that out, picked those up when I was in Damascus, put that in my pack, but I don't see myself wearing those. So they're going back. So altogether, I probably lighten my load about another pound and a half. So the other thing is a little bit more reflection on this hostel. With great cooking facilities and kitchen facilities, I actually cooked breakfast this morning. That's the biggest reason I'm getting out so late. I cooked up a big mess of pancakes and went out last night and got bacon. So I fried up a whole pound of bacon. I made a big stack of pancakes for a number of the people who stayed last night. So, you know, those are the kind of moments that make this worthwhile. That's the community part of Thru-Hiking the Appalachian Trail that you remember and or want to remember. You know, times like me right now, doing the physical walking, and for me, it's kind of secondary. I'm finding. I really enjoy the times in the hostels and the shelters and those times in between when you're actually on the trail, because I hike by myself. So that was kind of a special time, and I wish I'd have videoed or at least taken pictures of breakfast this morning like I did for dinner, you know. was that last night? Yeah, night before last. You know, that was another special kind of bonding moment where you're bonding with other hikers. But I guess that's why I like that. That's such a already have a really good vibes, you know, about that Holy Family Hostel. You know, those were some good experiences there. So anyway, that's it. All right, so I wanted to come to the Pearis Cemetery. Here's Captain George Pearis, Virginia Militia, Revolutionary War, and he is the founder of this town. And very interesting cemetery. You know, I gotta love this old stuff, but just walking, I've already walked through it, so I'll go back to the trailhead here. But yeah, there's, besides that tombstone there for Captain Pearis, all the others appear to be on the order of the earliest legible date I can find is very early 1800s. So there are obviously tombstones in here from before that, but a lovely old cemetery. I mean, you know, the stone benches and I love this stuff. Look at those trees. But yeah. So I'm crossing the bridge, part of State Highway 460 that goes over the New River. All right, I made it out into another one of these high meadows with a view. Look at these blackberries that are in bloom. Beautiful valley. I'm not quite at the summit yet, but right there is Ricefield Shelter. That's home for tonight, so I guess this is a side trail to get there. I'm gonna walk on up to the top of this knob here and see if there's an official trail. But Ricefield Shelter, and it is just shy of 4 o'clock, so there's no way I'm going another 12 miles to, let me spin this camera around. Yeah, so there's no way I'm going another 12 miles to the next shelter. So, yeah, this will be home for tonight. But, man, it's going to be a great view. So, went a little slow. I was only 2.2 miles an hour, something like that, pitifully slow. But I walked slow, and I met a lot of people that I know going southbound slack packing, so that was pretty cool. And of course I got them to sign my pack. Oh, I didn't mention that. So a bunch of kids, you know, I saw a couple weeks ago had a bunch of signatures on their packs, and I thought that was a great idea. I might have mentioned this before in another video, but finally yesterday at Walmart I got a silver pen. Meanwhile, I'm going to rotate here so you can get the view behind me. I got a silver permanent marker because my pack is black, and I've been having people sign starting this morning. So I've been collecting signatures from these slack packers going southbound, and I've seen a lot of people that I know, which has been really cool. Here, let's do another view here behind me. Gorgeous, man. All right, don't know if I mentioned it, but so this ended up being a Nero at just over 8 miles. Again, a Nero being anything under 10 in my book. But I'm settled in for the night. Still the only one here. It's 2.5 hours after I arrived, almost. There's supposed to be water 3/10 of a mile away. I couldn't find a single blue. Well, I found some old blue blazes. Trees had been knocked down. There's a storm up here. There's a lot of downed trees. So I thought there'd be a lot of firewood, but unfortunately it's just not cured yet. It's still green. I got a fire going over here, but I had a hard time. It's we had a lot of rain and wood's kind of wet. I don't know if I'm going to cook on it tonight or not, because I'm rocking an overflowing new bottle of heat that I got from Walmart. And I topped it off from my old bottle, so it's a lot of weight to carry around. So yeah, so it ended up being a short day. Water, oh yeah, so water, I had to go 6/10 of a mile back down the AT to find water. I could not find the water that goes with a shelter according to the AT guide. So that kind of sucked. But I had time to kill, so now I'm just prepping for dinner. So that should be it for today. Looking forward to a sunset. Should be over this in front of this shelter out over that meadow that I showed earlier, and should be really nice. So this is Wagner von Vonderweg. Gute Nacht.